Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum brothers and sisters. Alhamdulillah, this morning I continue on to produce another video of the topic on religion and belief. And I keep doing this because this important. 80% is for myself, to preach myself, and 20% is to preach people who may listen to this video and would hopefully get the benefit from listening to this video on me talking on the topic of religion and belief, because I see it very important. Because when we talk about religion and belief, we are thinking bigger than anything that you know. Your career, your wealth is not big. What else you can think of? Your wealth, your career, your house, your car, they are not big things. So what is the big thing? We think that the big thing is the Creator. So it's worthwhile. It's a big value to think of our Creator. And that is what I'm gonna talk. And that's the reason why I keep making this video. Because let us to think of our Creator. Why? Because we live on this earth. It's not given free. Our Creator had not issued us a free ticket to live in this world. Either you obey or you rebellious. You obey, you believe, you'll get paradise. You don't, then you'll be punished in hell, and it can be forever. It's not 1,000 years, but it's forever. It mentioned in the Revelation that they cannot escape. Each time they're gonna escape, they'll be dragged back to hell. And our Creator says, test you of the punishment. I repeat again, our Creator saying, taste you of the punishment. So, by me talking or making this video is we think about our Creator and think of a way to avoid all this trouble in the future. So that's the reason why I see it as very important, and me keep making this video. It's already over 200 videos that I made. I start early this year, January this year, so it's almost a year already, and I will keep doing it. And my target is to make 1,000 videos that is published in the YouTube. Yes, I don't have many views, but that is not my intention to have many views in the YouTube. It's not my intention. But sometimes I get only 1 view, it's okay. 2 view is okay. 3 view is okay. But the most I've seen my view was only 20 view, 1 video. It's not a lot. It's okay. I'm not getting money for making this video. Not my objective is not that. Just to make this video, hopefully someone will see it and get the benefit from it. 20%. That's my aim. So 80% is for myself. That's what motivates me doing. Is for my benefit 80%, and 20% is for others who see this video and get the benefit from it. Inshallah. Okay. So, thinking about why it is important. Again, I keep telling, we are not getting free tickets living in this world. So when it is not a free ticket, what is it for then? Why our Creator create us? So I have to say again what is revealed in the Quran. Allah created us so that we, the created being, worship Him. So that we, the created being, worship Him. So that is the purpose of we living on this world. But at the same time, we also enjoy living in this world. We have money, we build house. We have money, we buy car. We have money, we got married, having wife, having children. And sometimes our country, we live in a country, a good country, sometimes not as good but not very bad. But then there's a guideline. If we are oppressed in a country whereby we cannot practice our religion peacefully, we should migrate. We should migrate to other country that we feel peaceful and no one dare disturb us from serving the purpose of our Creator. Certain countries are not friendly with the Muslim. Some countries oppress, and I told you some countries just destroy the place of worship of Muslims, and what we see, what happened to that country was rich and no more. Was rich and no more. That's what's happened. That's what is happening to that country that had destroyed the place of worship of Muslim. Not one mosque, but 2,000 mosques. So what happened? Was rich and no more. I've been talking a lot on this country. A lot. And I keep knowing more what's happening to this country. It's very bad indeed. Rain keep falling. Unusually heavy rain. 200 millimeters rain fall within a week. They keep saying that record rain falling. So many record rain falling within the month is a bit unusual. So many record rain falling within that month is unusual. They have a record, and then the following week another record rain, and had caused big flood, landslide. Other than that, earthquake, building collapse, a lot of corruption in that country, where building quality have to be compromised because the developer had to make money, and they lose money by giving away money to the corrupted people, and they compromise the quality of the building made. I've seen the inspection done when they really get into the house and inspect. It was dreadful. And how they find out the really bad quality of the high-rise building, and seeing the wall collapse when the strong wind blow, and I see the iron rod. They are supposed to strengthen the structure of cement. Is breakable with your hand. If you hit the rod hard enough, the rod break. That iron rod is unthinkable. I've seen many rods. It will not break easily like that. Even you get a big hammer to break it, it will not break, because it gives the strength of the concrete. If it is not strong, then the concrete pillar you make is just easily breakable. Cement is good in producing compressive strength, but when it comes to tensile strength, it relies on the iron rod inside the cement. But then cement is just like glue that glue the sand together. Of course, cement and sand. Cement is more expensive. So the way the builder save money is to reduce the amount of cement, put more sand rather than. So when the cement is less, more sand, then there's no gluing property on the cement, and when the gluing property lost, then is no longer be called cemented together. I was working in the laboratory before, where I seen cement testing is done. It's very important testing. So what they do when they make a cement, they have a sample to test. It's like a block. So what they do, they compress this block with a hydraulic device and see how much the cement can stand. So actually, that kind of quality control is not done when they had built that building in that country. Sometimes I don't like to mention the name. I just mention in that country. Even the iron rod is tested, of course. There is a way of testing the iron rod using hydraulic, how much it stands. I was an engineer before and working in international company, and I know the quality is very important. Quality assurance is very important. The welding is even tested, X-ray, and see that the welding quality is good. That is not enough. Even when the pipe is joined together, so before the pipe is used, water is put inside the pipe, put to a pressure. So it's subjected to a pressure higher than the operating pressure. It's like sometime how many times over. I remember it's 1.5 times over than the design pressure. It's not the operating pressure, it's design pressure. When we test it over the operating pressure, we call it function test. So it's not the same test as we call quality test. Oh no, we call it hydraulic test. So when this design pressure of the pipe is a certain value, and then we test it 1.5 times the design pressure. Design pressure is always higher. Is always higher than the operating pressure. and we make sure again the pipe will not break. We put a relief valve. So this relief valve is just put there. So what this relief valve does is to relieve the pressure if it exceeds the design pressure. So in this way, there's a lot of quality and safety thinking on doing design. So I'm used to this quality thinking, and when I see the building in that country, seeing the cement, seeing the brittleness of the iron rod they use, and they were saying they have to do it because to pay the corrupt people money, so they have to make construction whereby they have profits, and the profits being eroded away by the corrupt people. You just imagine how terrible it is, and won't be surprised strong wind can break the wall of the building, and I believe it's quite dangerous to go to the country and stay in that building that is poorly constructed. Okay. I was still talking about that country. I was supposed to talk on about other country, or maybe now I talk about Taliban. Okay, this morning I seen the good news on Taliban. So Taliban is a regime now is governing the country of Afghanistan after winning a war with powerful country America, which surprised the world. Of course, they won again a war with another superpower. They had won before against Russian. After 10 years, Russia leave the country in defeat, and with the America is a bit longer, 20 years, then leave the country. So this Taliban have been fighting 30 years, 10 years with Russian, 20 years with US, so 30 years of continuous fighting. Of course, when you are 30 years continuous fighting, a fighter 25 years old, say 25 years old fighter, he must have been born when their country were fighting, and then live to 25. Say he joined Taliban at 25, and what he had heard in his mind was only fighting. Maybe he seen or he heard his uncle, father, or grandfather fighting. So all in his mind of this Taliban fighting. Of course, maybe he was already familiar with guns. So when he was young, maybe he had played with guns, because there were many guns around. He had seen bullet, while most of us, we have not seen bullets. So when they're already 5 years old, they have already seen bullets. Maybe had fire guns when they were only 10 years old. They are already fire guns. So that is the Taliban, and why they are strong, why they are resilient, because they believe what they are fighting for. They are also reading the Koran. There is always in the Quran fighting in the way of Allah. Many times mentioned in the Quran. So that make them make them believe that they are fighting in the right cause. And that's why they are resilient. No one had expected Taliban won the war. Of course, Allah had promised, if you fight to uphold, fight in the way of Allah, Allah give help. So I've been telling you a cartoon the people make, Taliban riding a camel and American jet F-16 was chasing him. So look like a mockery cartoon, just to maybe, I don't know what the intention of cartoon, to belittle the Taliban. But then now what we see, the Taliban on the camel won the battle with the other guy riding the F-16. So it happened in this world. So brothers and sisters, I've been talking about the other country and the Taliban. I think I have enough of talking of the other country and on what is going on in this world. Now let me read the Quran. Okay, we should be reading page 127 to get the barakah of this morning. Let me read this sentence in Arabic. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. قال عيسى ابن مريم الله ربنا أنزل علينا مائدة من السماء تكون لنا عيدا للأولين وآخرنا وآية منك وارزقنا وأنت خير الرازقين. Okay, brothers and sisters, let's see the meaning. Jesus the Son of Mary, supplicated, O my Lord, send down to us food from the heaven as a big day for us. That is the people who are now with us, or the people who will come after us, as a sign of your power. And you give us the provision, as you are the best who give provision. Then Allah said, verily I will send down to you of the food from heaven, but then whoever become disbelief among you after I have sent down the food, then verily I will punish him or them with the punishment that I have never punished before to the people in this world. And remember when Allah said, O Jesus, the son of Maryam, you said to people, my mother as God, and you as God other than Allah. That is the question that Allah said to Jesus. I think it's the day of judgment. Allah asked Jesus that question. Let's see what Jesus answered. Jesus said, glory is to you. I have no right to say whatever is not my right to say. Had I said that, sure you have known it, as you know what is there in me, and I don't know what is there in you. Verily, you know what is the mystery in this world. And Jesus continued, I had not said that except what you have asked me to say. Worship Allah, my Lord and your Lord, and I be the witness to them as I live among them they when you have said when you have raised me, you have watched them, and you know all things. When you punish them, verily they are your creature, and if you have decided to forgive them, verily you are powerful and wise. Then Allah say, at this time, the people who are in truth will get the benefit of the truth that he had believed. Then they will get the reward of paradise, where the river is flowing below, and they will be in paradise forever. Allah accepted them, and they accepted Allah. That is the true victory. That is great. To Allah belong the earth, the heaven and the earth, and whatever is within it. Allah is powerful on over other things. Okay, that is interesting part of Jesus being questioned by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and what he answer is, when Allah asked him, that Allah knows, Allah was watching them, he had witnessed, Allah had witnessed them. So in the end, Allah was saying, the people who believe the truth get the benefit of paradise. So on the other side, people who had false belief will be sent to hell. Okay, let me see whether I have time to read. I think for the Gospel of Barnabas, I think I've been speaking long already. I'll decide to continue to read the Gospel of Barnabas tomorrow, and thank you for listening.